If you're anything like me, you're probably here because you love a good mystery, and nothing quite says mystery like a giant, hairy creature roaming the woods. And you know who I'm talking about. Well, I may not have big feet myself, but these mysteries of these creatures most definitely take up a big space in our thinking minds. BigFoot, also known as Sasquatch, is a legendary creature that is said to inhabit remote areas of North America. The creature is described as being large, bipedal and covered in hair, and has been the subject of numerous sightings, anecdotes, and legends. While there is no scientific evidence to support the existence of BigFoot, many people continue to search for the creature and believe in its existence. There are several types of BigFoot that have been reported by eyewitnesses and researchers over the years, and in this video, we'll explore some of the most commonly recognized types. So whether you're a skeptic or a believer, buckle up and let's go on a wild ride through the mysterious world of BigFoot. The Pacific Northwest BigFoot. The ape-like creature known as BigFoot in North America needs no introduction. This is the most widely recognized type of BigFoot and is often described as being between 7 and 10 feet tall or 2 to 3 meters tall, covered in dark hair and having a distinctive odor. This type of BigFoot is commonly sighted in the Pacific Northwest region of the United States, including Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia. The Florida Skunk Ape of the skunk ape is often compared to synonymous with or called the Sasquatch of the Southeast. Dubious articles have been presented in an attempt to prove the skunk ape's existence, including sightings, disputed photos, even audios and recordings, and not to forget the footprints. But majority of the scientists have historically discounted its existence, considering it to be the result of a folklore. The Ohio Grassman. Commonly sighted in the Ohio River Valley region of Ohio, Kentucky, and West Virginia, the Grassman is said to be a cryptid creature greatly resembling BigFoot. Some suggest it is a subspecies of a broader BigFoot species, while others say it's just Ohio's one and only BigFoot creature. It has earned the specific name Grassman from the large dens it supposedly makes out of grass and from its diet, which reportedly consists mainly of tall grass from Ohio fields. The Fouke Monster. Fouke is a small town in southwest Arkansas, and in May 1971, Bobby Ford reported to the Fouke constable that he was attacked at his house by a hairy creature that breathed heavily, had red eyes, and moved very fast. Ford said the man-like creature, which was about 7 feet or about 2 meters tall, put its arm around his shoulder and grabbed him. Eventually, he escaped the attack to tell the story. The creature goes by a variety of names, each stemming from one or a combination of the following three: the Fouke Monster, the Arkansas Sasquatch, or the Boggy Creek Monster. Yeti. The Yeti, also known as the Abominable Snowman, is a type of BigFoot that is said to inhabit the Himalayan region of Nepal, Bhutan, and Tibet. The existence of the creature, which has been an issue of debate since the last century, again resurfaced when the Indian Army claimed it had discovered fresh mysterious footprints of Yeti during an army expedition to Mount Makalu. The key evidence for the existence of the Yeti was the photo of a footprint taken by British explorer Eric Shipton in 1951. Yowie. The BigFoot-like cryptid that's terrified Australia for centuries. A 2021 report of a Yowie in Queensland is just another in a long series of alleged encounters with this terrifying creature of Aboriginal myth. 3 men came across the alleged Yowie on December 4th of 2021 as they made their way to the Jimna base camp. As they tell it, They first noticed a slouched figure lurking under a streetlight and described the beast as having an ape-like face and long arms. But the long history of the Yowie starts with Australia's Aboriginal people. The Kuku-Yalanji tribe of far north Queensland claim that they long coexisted with the Yowie, though it has reportedly attacked them on more than one occasion. Generally, they're described as having ape-like faces and orangey-brown hair that grows to about 2 or 4 inches long. Though the creature is often shy, it can turn aggressive and violent. The Alma. According to a Mongolian legend, a man traveling through the mountains had a peculiar encounter with a female Alma. Eventually, the pair had a son. The boy proved so intelligent that he was accepted to study at a prestigious monastery where he went on to become a noted scholar. Unlike the better-known BigFoot and Yeti, reports about the Alma say that the creature is much more of a rough, hairy human than an ape. The Honey Island Swamp Monster. The Honey Island Swamp Monster is a type of BigFoot that is said to inhabit the swamps of Louisiana. Harlan Ford and friend Billy D. Mills Sr. noticed a potential campsite while flying over a remote area of the swamp outside Slidell, Louisiana. They set camp, and that was where the nightmare started. They came across a monster and described it as an unkempt behemoth, really tall, with scraggly black hair covering its body from head to toe and piercing amber eyes looking out from a surprisingly human-like face. After Ford retired, he spent a lot of time at the camp documenting wildlife and eventually the creature we call the Honey Island Swamp Monster. After Ford's death, a grainy film reel was found in his attic that shows a large and hairy figure shuffling upright between the trees. Mapinguari. Notoriously elusive, this cave-dwelling giant leaves a trail of broken trees and trampled ferns in its wake. Massive, hairy, and pungent, this beast protects the South American jungle from human threats. The Mapinguari is a monstrous cyclops giant, but unlike other cyclops, it has a mouth protruding from its abdomen. Also called the Juma, the Mapinguari is described by many as a hulking, hairy creature with a body similar to BigFoot but just one eye, a gaping mouth, ape-like ears, and a second protruding mouth in the center of its stomach region. In 1937, a Mapinguari reportedly went on a 3-week rampage in central Brazil. Witnesses report that over 100 cows were found slaughtered, each with its massive tongue ripped from its body. The odd thing about the Mapinguari is that, while drawings depict it as having one eye and a mouth on its stomach, the actual witnesses say it looks normal with 2 eyes and a mouth on its head. So perhaps it has a false mouth, as in mouth-like markings on its stomach, probably to scare away predators. Nuk-luk. The Nuk-luk is a type of BigFoot that is said to inhabit the tundra regions of Alaska and Canada. Also known as man of the bush, this is a cryptid hominid claimed to exist in the Nahanni Valley in Canada's Northwest Territories and the surrounding area, reported between April and June of 1964 by John Baptist, several men, and a boy named Jerry. Several members of the Dean Nation from Fort Liard who were trapping at a river reportedly came upon the creature in April 1964. It was described as a Neanderthal-like being standing 5 feet or 1.5 meters tall and possessing a long beard. It wore no clothes. It had black hair on its head, upper body and legs, and a slightly pointed head. It also had a long brown beard that reached its waist, wore ankle-high boots, a moose skin loincloth, and had a stone club in its hand. Last one in the list would be the Yeren of the remote forests and mountains of Hubei province, China. According to the Chinese legend, when the Yeren encounters a human, it grabs him or her tightly by the arms and feigns overwhelmed with joy. Still holding on, it awakes and eats its victims. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of our journey through the world of Bigfoot. We've covered history and sightings to the various types and legends that surround these elusive creatures. While the existence of Bigfoot remains a mystery, one thing is for sure. Our fascination with these hairy behemoths is not going away anytime soon. Some even believe that these sightings might just be those of our old ancestral cousins such as the Neanderthals, or maybe not. So whether you're a true believer or a skeptic like I said, I hope you've enjoyed learning about Bigfoot. Remember, keep your eyes peeled and your cameras ready because you never know when Bigfoot might make a surprise appearance. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and happy hunting. If you have any other types that you would like to enlighten us with, please do drop them in the comment section down below, and before you leave, please do not forget to support us by liking our videos and subscribing to the channel. See you soon.